What's up, gang? Case here with our strength work for our in-gym and at-home program for Monday, October 19th. Deload week. We've got 4 rounds of 2 Turkish get-ups per side. We're going to build weight across sets on those. And then we've got a 30-second RKC plank. That RKC stands for Russian Kettlebell Club, just a specific style of plank that we'll be doing today. Let's talk about that Turkish get-up first. So first thing, just so you guys get into a good habit of picking this weight up off the ground, always come over to the side, grab it with 2 hands, and then roll it to your back position. May not seem like a big deal, but if you reach over and try to grab a heavy weight here, there's a possibility of injuring your shoulder. So grab it with 2 hands to the back. Whichever fist goes up, that's the knee that's going to be bent. And on our setup, we want our hand to be out at about a 45. We also want to swing our legs out just a bit so they're not narrow. From here, keeping this heel and this hand on the ground, we're going to roll cross body while we push this dumbbell straight towards the ceiling. I like to pick out a spot on the ceiling, stare at that spot, and press the dumbbell towards that spot the whole time. So rolling, punching, trying to keep this front heel down. Once I get to each position, I want you to hold for a moment today. This is your stack position, and you're trying to create distance. So distance from elbow to fist, then up to the hand, distance from hand to hand, reaching. Then we're going to drive those hips up, working on that shoulder range and stability there. Slide that knee through. Now I have this stack again from hand to hand, creating distance. Sitting up into a tall lunge, and then if I need to, I can always swing this back toe over just a bit to help facilitate that stand. I'm going to step back to that same lunge, slide that foot over, back to my stack position, slide that leg through, keeping the hip high, then bringing hips down to the forearm, and then slowly rolling back down to the shoulder. We love this movement because it's great for your core and midline, teaches those core muscles to talk to your extremity muscles, also takes a ton of range of motion as well. So great movement today. Once again, go as light as you need to. Sometimes when we teach this, we start off with no more than holding your shoe on your fist. And that teaches you to build the proper movement mechanics as well as core stability. So if you feel foot coming up, hand coming up, if you're unstable in any of those positions, back down on weight. But if reps feel good, feel free to move up each set. You'll do 2 all on one side, and then you'll switch over 2 on the other side, and that will complete the set. And then from there, we've got a 30-second RKC plank hold. Let's break this one down. So, elbows are going to be directly beneath shoulders. I like to go open palm, and then we're going to pull those shoulders down and away from our ears just like we do on push-ups. From there, we're going to come up to this neutral position. We want to make sure we're not looking up or down. We're reaching long with the back of the neck, not tucked under, not arched out, spine neutral. Squeeze those quads, pinch your legs together. That's going to keep those knees or those quads tight, legs tight. Squeeze your butt as hard as you can. And then last thing here, we're going to pull our elbows towards our toes and pull our toes towards our elbows. And that's when you're going to feel that maximal contraction. If you're not able to get into a neutral position there, you can do this same movement from your knees. Just let your toes rest on the ground. Pull those abs to come up to that plank position. Same thing, pulling elbows towards knees, pulling knees towards elbows, and then trying to squeeze our butt and our belly throughout. Push that forearm through the ground as well. That's going to help you build that shoulder stability. And one more reminder, keep that shoulder away from the ears. That's where we talk about breaking or that outward twist pressure on push-up, kind of doing the same thing when you set up on that RKC plank. Once you're in that tight position, try to breathe through. 30 seconds doesn't seem like a long time, but especially when you start to pull those elbows towards your toes, toes towards your elbows, you're gonna feel everything start to shake, and that 30 seconds becomes pretty difficult. 4 rounds today. I'd take about a 30-second break between sides on your Turkish get-ups, and then at least a 30-second break between Turkish get-ups and plank rolling back into get-ups. Good luck on your strength work today. We'll see you guys back in a bit for our Metcon.